Hello, everyone. Um, so this is a 30-minute menopause yoga practice, and it's designed to complete a menopause yoga workshop that I taught in Oakham on the 25th of June. So it consists in a few parts. The first part is about breathing. So we're going to have a look at two different types of breathings. The first one is to cool down, which is very helpful in case of night sweats, hot flashes, when the temperature is really high and you need a bit of fresh air inside the body. The second one is a kind of energizing breathing called the breath of joy. And it's very good when you feel down and you feel low, in lack of energy, sometimes you're very sluggish, and also very good for increase your memory because it brings energy up to the brain. So that kind of sense of feeling overwhelmed, that sometimes in menopause we get it. The breath of joy might calm you down, but also energize you. And then we move on to the second part, which is more like the movements. Movements in yoga, we call asanas or biopsychic kind of poses. Just forget it, this biopsychic. It's just yoga poses. Um, um, I think the term is maybe biopsychological. So we have a mental attitudes in the poses. But anyway, forget this part. So these poses are supposed also to help you to ground, to root you, to plant your feet down. Again, very good when you feel that your memory is going, or when you feel overwhelmed again, or you can't just stop and just breathe and stay with yourself. We're going to do some practice as well to help you to concentrate. Some of them will help you as well to get rid of excessive heat in the body. And we're going to finish with a restorative yoga practice that is designed to help you to relax. Relaxation is very, very important. Please remember the word pause in menopause. And this final practice is about this. I've got my little dog here, Sally. You might be able to see sometime within this 30 minutes practice. And the very final part will be a meditation that we have done in the workshop. And I'd like you to do it again because it's really, really important. Okay, so we're going to start with the breathing practice, which in yoga we call pranayama. Yama means control. And the prana is the force of life force. And I'm going to come a little closer to the camera so you can see what I'd like to see you doing with your mouth. So this is a little tube that you make, with the muscles of the tongue, they kind of round together. But some people, I think for maybe a physiological reason, can't do, and that's absolutely fine. I have an alternative for you. So the tip of the tongue in between the superior and inferior, the upper and lower teeth together. Just let the tip of the tongue in between. And just breathe through it. So either or. So there's a bit of a hissing sound there that we produce as we breathe, either with the tongue in between the teeth or making this little tube. So this is called Sitali Pranayama, which is amazing for cooling down. So I want you to come into a comfortable sitting position. Just please sit with your spine in an upright position. You can sit up against the wall. That's fine. Bring your hands in Jnana Mudra, thumb and index finger together. This is a gesture. It's going to help you to connect straight with the Ajna chakra, or this vortex of energy in between the eyebrows that brings a sense of equilibrium, of concentration and focus to the mind. So rest your hands arm over the knees, shoulders back and down, spine long. Just close your eyes and take normal breathings here, in and out through the nose. Just to start to bring you to this practice with me. And again, in and out through the nose. Deep breaths, filling the lungs. And breathe everything out, emptying the lungs. And then take a deep full breath in. Open your eyes and check if your fingers are energized. So what I mean by energized is not like that, but more like that. Really energizing, letting the energy flow freely. We're going to come into Sitali Pranayama or Sitikari Pranayama. Sitali is the one with the tube, the tube shape. And Sitikari, the tip of the tongue in between the teeth. You choose. I'm going to start by doing Sitali Pranayama, and we're going to do this 7 times. So either Sitikari, the tip of the tongue in between, or the tube shape, we breathe in. Then you hold at the top of the lungs. I want you to swallow in the mouth and exhale through the nose. Close your eyes. Here you go. Either the tip of the tongue in between the teeth or tube shape. Here you go. Swallow in the mouth. Exhale. And again. Swallow. Exhale. 5 more times. Swallow. Exhale. Swallow. Exhale. 3 more times. Swallow again. Exhale. Last time. When you complete 7, then just breathe normally. And notice if there is a feeling of freshness in the body. If not, then repeat. It's always good to do 7 times. In yoga, we believe we do 7 times because we direct energy to each major chakra. We can do 7, 14, 21, as many as you like, multiples of 7. Just breathe normally. And then when you're ready, breathe in, open your eyes. And just release your hands as well. So I forgot to say as well that you might need 2 blocks. So one like this, or two ideally. And you also need a strap, a yoga strap, or maybe any kind of belt you have at home, something soft that you can, just move around like that. It's good to have an eye pillow, but if you don't have a little towel, would be nice. And a bolster, yoga bolster, or the equivalent, which is a big cushion, one of the sofa cushions you have in the living room. Right, so we're going to stand up now for the breath of joy. So again, the breath of joy is very good to energize. And we're going to do it like that. Just keep your feet hip distance apart. You inhale, 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 and you exhale. So we breathe in 3 parts, right? So we inhale, hold at the top of the middle of the breath, take another inhalation, add a bit more in, and last one to the top of the breath, you hold and then you exhale fully. Do it with me. You're going to do this again 7 times. Inhale, 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 and exhale. Inhale, 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 and exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Last time, inhale, 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 and inhale, 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 exhale. Just relax and stay here for like, inhale, breathing in. Well done. So again, multiples of 7, as many as you like. It's going to bring more joy into your life. You might start to feel like I am now, my heart beating a bit more quicker, which is good, right? It's a sign of aerobics. Okay, so let's go into the movement. So this is the bit of the practice where we're going to add um, asanas, yoga poses to help you to cope with your symptoms. So if you are somebody that are going through menopause, you might be very vata. And vata is air element predominant. So we're all over the place. We need to really ground. So the first practice is about Tadasana, the mountain pose. So in Tadasana, we want the belly in. We have the legs together and strong, shoulders back and down, your chin slightly tucked in. So imagine here, and the hands again really energized down, your shoulders away from the neck, chin tucked in, as I said, belly in. Engage your pelvic floor. So the image, the closest image I can tell you to understand what is engaging the pelvic floor, what is lifting the pelvic floor up, is as if you had an internal absorber that you're really squeezing, internally. So this is called Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor engagement or lock of energy. Belly in is the third lock of the second lock of energy, and the third lock is when the chin is in Jalandhara Bandha. So these 3 bandhas, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, brings a sense of grounding, rooting, like a mountain. So think about all the qualities of mountain: rooting, planting, establishing, fixing, firming. This is all about the steadiness of the mountain. So stay here for a moment, simple pose. And if you want to add more of it, you breathe in, reach your arms up, lift your heels up, and then exhale, just dripping the heels down. Dropping, sorry. Keep going. Dropping, 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 and then exhale, release the arms down. And you might feel that the feet are really energized here, really grounding. We've done this in the workshop. I'm going to show you again. I'm going to show you facing the camera. So I want you to lift the ball of the feet. Sorry, lift the toes up, keep the ball of the feet down, and spread your toes as much as you can. So really spread them wide. Keep your toes together, keep Tadasana, belly in, chin in, engaging the pelvic floor, and then slowly begin to lower just the little toes down, like I'm doing here. And then lift the little toes up and take the big toes, just the big toes down. Keep everything else up in the air, big toes down, everything up in the air. And now lift the big toes up and take every toe, every digit down, and you might start to feel a sense of sucking the energy, like as if you're pulling from the earth up towards the feet, up towards the body. Keep your belly in to engage your Tadasana. As you inhale, reach your arms up or look up, see the thumbs. On the exhalation, grab your right side wrist, side bend to the left. And again, keep your mountain firm, steady. Give yourself some space to breathe into the right side of the body. Inhale, come to center. Grab your left side wrist, exhale, side bend to the right. And give some space on the left side of the lungs to breathe, to get rid of excessive heat, to ventilate in the sense of bringing air, fresh air into the body. Breathe in, come up to the center. Exhale, clasp your hands together, open the heart. So really send your chest forward, but keep your belly in. Belly in, engage your legs. Feel Shoulder blades squeeze together. Here you go, my Sally. Can you see my dog? Inhale, reach your arms up. Look up, see the thumbs. Exhale, you can bend the knees here. And here's when the blocks are very, very helpful, because I don't want to see this with your spine. So keep the spine long. You can bend the knees, but keep the spine nice and long. Take the hands down to the floor. If you're able to bring the hands down, then that's fine. Extend the legs. Pull the leg in. Sorry, pull the belly in. Drop your head. Breathe. As you inhale, look up, prepare. As you exhale, step your right foot back and come up into a high lunge. You breathe in here, breathing out, step forwards, and then fold forwards over the legs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, step this time your left foot back, coming to this high lunge. Breathe in, step your left foot forwards again. Exhale, fold forwards over the legs. One more time. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, right foot forwards, fold forwards. Breathe in, look up. Exhale, left foot back, lunge. Breathe in, step forward. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Bring your hands to the waistline. Breathe in, come all the way up. Exhale, release. So you're going to add some movements to this. All this sequence is very good to open the hips, release the heat, but it's also, again, very good to ground and to root you. So good for Vata, but also good in the sense of getting rid of excessive heat. It's very good for Pitta, which is the heat, the fire element predominant. Breathe in, look up. See the thumbs, exhale, fold forward over the legs. Drop your head, your neck, and your shoulders. As you breathe in, look up, step your right foot back this time. Drop the right knee down. Breathe in, reach your arms up. As you exhale, drop your right hand down. And that's again when a block is really helpful. You can use a block here to hold your right hand. And then inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, you're going to side bend again to the right. Make sure this front knee is moving forwards and out towards the little toe. And I want you to get in touch with your pelvis here. Let go of the heat. You're open, you're creating space, but also the lungs as well. The sides of the body. Inhale, reach your right and the left arm up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the heart and down to the floor. You breathe in here. Exhale, lift the back knee off the floor and drop the heel down. Bring your left hand to the inner side. Inhale, reach the right arm up. And again, a little block will make a difference. Right arm up, breathe in and breathe out. As you inhale now, extend the legs and stand up. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, bend the right knee, bend the left knee, bend the right knee, bend the left knee. So water here. Let's just bending and releasing, bending and releasing. The next time you bend, you breathe in, you shift the weight to your right knee, you turn the toes of the right foot out, and just come to this very deep pose. If this is very intense, then that's what you're gonna do. Hold on the block, but try and really open the hips and go as deep as it feels good for you. Then you breathe in, shift the weight to this right foot, pick up the back heel, and as you inhale, step forward with your feet hip distance apart this time. Inhale, look up, exhale, fold forwards. Bring your hands to the waistline. Inhale, come all the way up, exhale, release. So this pose, although, this sequence, although it brings heat and energy, it also releases a lot. So it's good to open the hips, it's good to connect, it's good to ground. Very good for Vata, Pitta, and also Kapha. Feet together, everyone. Breathe in, reach arms up, look up, see the thumbs, exhale, fold forwards over the legs. Keep the spine long. Use your block if you need. Inhale, look up, exhale, step your left foot back. Breathe in here, exhale, drop the left knee down, release the back of the foot down. So take advantage of this pose to really drop the hips and open and create space. And again, you might need a block on the left side this time. Breathe in, reach arms up, look up. On the exhalation, left hand on the block, right arm over and to the side, so side bending to the left. So connect with this area, let the hip go. Breathe, open the right side of the body. Breathe in, reach left hand up as well. Both hands down to the floor. As you inhale here, lift the back knee off the floor. Press the back heel down. The block in the inner side of the right foot, right hand down. Breathe in, left arm up. Inhale here. On the exhalation, deepen the pose. Smile. Inhale, come to standing pose. And again, element water. Bend, 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 bend. Softness here. Softness, softness. Element water will cool down, Peter, the excessive heat. The next time you bend, go all the way to the left. And you can lift the toes. You can use a block. You can use the hands to support. You can lift a little high. I mean, you go as deep as you like. Breathe. Feel this fresh blood supply flowing through the legs and the heat leaving the body. Inhale, rebend the right knee. Send the energy to the right foot. Breathe in here. Exhale, step your left foot forwards. Ooh, fold forwards over the legs. Bring your hands to the waistline. Breathe in, come all the way up. Exhale, release. Give your legs a bit of a shake. Relax, relax, relax. So this is a very simple sequence with side bends and with hip openness that are very good to ground, to root you, and to release tension. We're going to come into a very simple pose in yoga we call tree pose. That's great to help you to create concentration. But beforehand, we're going to try this prayer pose. It's very simple. Just bring your left foot in front of the right foot, one foot in front of the other. Ground the feet down. Remember Tadasana, so you want that energy of firmness, of solidness, hands in the center of the heart. And then try and close your eyes. So if you're very Vata, you might feeling very, very wibbly wobbly now. And that's okay. Just become a witness of your own world, internal world. You don't have to correct, to change, to control. Just breathe and watch it. And then as you breathe in, open your eyes, release your hands. If this is too much for you, you can keep your hand close to the wall, or you can maybe not close your eyes at all. And then swap sides, the right foot in front of the left. Find Tadasana, belly in, engage your pelvic floor, relax the top of the body, hands in the center of the heart. And again, just close your eyes if it feels appropriate for you. Just breathe here. You might notice that one side is slightly more controlled, more in balance than the other. It's because our right side is intellectual, male, active, left side is female, receptive, emotional. So depending on how we are, there we go, it's all there. Our bodies don't lie. Inhale, open your eyes. Exhale, release. Good. So now we're going to go into tree pose. So shift the weight to the right leg. Remember Tadasana, always start. Most teachers say that Tadasana is the pose from where everything else derives. So keep your Tadasana nice and strong. Belly in, engage your pelvic floor, chin slightly tucked in. Bring the weight now to the right foot. Lift this left foot off the floor. Open the hip. So the sole of the foot under or above the knee. Don't let the knee move forward. You want this hip open. So engaging, lifting under or above, wherever you like. Make sure this right hip is pushing into the left, so you're not kind of, collapsing. And then, oops, bring your hands to the center of the heart. I'm not going to ask anyone to close eyes here, but just breathe and keep the energy in the pelvis. That's the area we want to get rid of excessive heat, as well as the heart. So also opening the heart. Good. And after a few breaths, you release. You swap sides to the other side. Remember to keep the center, lifting and coming back to the center instead of moving out to the sides. Breathe. One more breath. Let's do at least 3 breaths here. Finding your drishti, your focal point ahead of you. It's going to help Vata to establish, to ground, to root, to plant. And exhale and release. Well done. Okay, so now we're going to come into that part I told you about pause. Remember when we talked about pause? Let's just adjust this camera here. There you go. So you can see better my arm on the wall. So pause is a key word in menopause. We really have to have that kind of me time, you know, relaxing and establishing our own practice by practicing stillness. So if you have a big cushion, and I do hope you have, grab it and you're going to place it in a vertical position like that. And then I want another cushion or a block if you have right underneath the top. So it's kind of descending like that. I also am going to ask you to grab um, a belt or a yoga strap. And when you get it, just make a loop out of it. So it's kind of big O here and make an H shape like that, right? So you're going to lie on the bolster with the sole of the feet together. Bring your knees slightly high and grab one circle of each eight of your H shape of the strap, and just let the knees fall out to the side with the sole of the feet together. And here you just drop your head. I want you to experience the openness across the chest. So this is very good for so many things. It's going to help Peter to cool down because obviously we're creating openness, expansion here. We're also stealing our bodies, our minds, our hearts. It's going to help Kapha to release that sadness, you know, that frustration. We tend to be very much like that in postmenopause when we feel kind of overweight and kind of unsatisfactory with our lives, only because there's a drop of hormones in our bodies. It doesn't mean we have to feel like that. And actually, the new concept of postmenopause is new spring, a second spring. It's all to do with the kind of creating new projects, a new life, fresh starts in our lives. So you don't have to feel down or frustrated. But this is going to do good for Kapha and Pitta, but also Vata can feel the benefits from the stillness. So you stay in this pose for as long as you like, and then slowly I'm going to show you the second pose. You are going to open your eyes. You're going to bring your hands to the legs, helping the knees to come gently together. Release the strap, and then roll onto your side. Make sure your head is nice and down. So I counter pose for the Supta Baddha Konasana, or the butterfly pose, is the child's pose. So I'm going to ask you to kind of ride over the bolster like that. And I want you to hug the bolster from underneath and then just rest your head. And remember, if it's too low for you, you can add more bricks underneath. And there is something about hugging the bolster. It feels like the bolster is hugging ourselves too. There's a sense of support here, a sense of welcoming. It's very good. It's coming back home. Just relax here. You can change the side of your face whenever you're ready. And just calm your breath down here. And again, you stay as long as you like. I'm going to show you the last pose we're going to practice. All these poses, by the way, everyone, is very good to be done in bed before your bedtime, before you sleep, you fall asleep, when you wake up, but also if you tend to wake up in the middle of the time, which is something Vata, all of us in the perimenopause tend to do a lot. Okay, so this time you're going to bring your knees, you're going to sit over the knees. If this is no good for you, you can stretch the legs out. It's absolutely fine. So like that or like that. So this is Sally again watching me. And then you just turn towards the bolster. So it's very important the shoulders moving towards the bolster. And then you just lie over the bolster the same way you did before. And if you want to hug the bolster from underneath, you can do it, or just release your hands. And I'd like you to encourage your face now to turn in opposite direction of the knee. So my knees are to the right, I'm going to face to the right. Slowly, stop. So again, you can stay here as long as you like. Remember to do to the both sides. So my knees are to the right now. I'm going to change knees to the left. Remember, legs straight or just seat over the legs. Shoulders moving towards the bolster, and then your face will be in opposite direction of the knees. If you have a playlist, it's always important to spend a long time in each pose. I would say at least 5 minutes in each side, 10 minutes in the first pose and the second pose. And it's good to have a soothing kind of music so it can help you to relax and meditate as well. And then when you're ready, in your own time, move your hands in and sit up. So these 3 simple poses are so good. I myself, I try when I can't sleep, and they do help a lot. Because when we are in this vata kind of mode, we tend to be very much in our heads. And the restorative poses bring us back to the body. So you connect with your energy, with your sensations, with what you're feeling. And this is good to help to calm down, just to give the mind, the brain a break. Right, everyone. So the last part of this short video here will be about meditation. We've done this in the workshop, and I'm going to show you again. You can either sit like that. I love sitting like that over my bolster, but you don't have to. You can sit however you like, with your legs crossed, with your legs extended forwards, sitting against the wall. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to grab the strap or the belt again. And I want you to place the strap right under your lower belly and just tighten it a bit. So 1 or 2 inches below the belly button. Close your eyes and begin to focus here in this breathing. So allowing your belly just to move in and out naturally without forcing. Remember to keep the spine long. This breathing, by the way, is the one that we tend to do when we sleep. It's very effortless, natural breath. And if you think about, that's how the babies breathe. And just feel the breath, noticing the strap kind of resisting, but not really. It's in fact bringing awareness down to this area. This is where our second chakra, the vortex of energy, that's related to our inner child, pleasure of life, also sexual life, sexual energy, creativity, our sensations, all are filled in this area. Go of any tension, breathing in, breathing out. Stay here as long as you like. And then slowly, I'm going to show you the next meditation form you can practice. You can open your eyes, release the strap. And this one we have done during the workshop, and I find it amazing. We just bring the block on top of your head. Keep it nice and steady. Close your eyes again. And just breathe. You're going to notice that For some people, this can be very uncomfortable. It's amazing for Vata because it helps Vata to ground, to root. Kapha might feel the benefit of feeling more centered, more lifted up. And Pitta will struggle because Pitta is super active, but if Pitta manages to do this, it will be so good. It's by stealing our minds, our energy. There's lots of benefits in this. And slowly grab it, open your eyes. You can stay again stay here as long as you can. And just ask me if you have any doubt of anything at all. I'm here to help you. Thank you. Namaste, everyone. Bye.